make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Why the government is incompetent. So a few things happened. I saw Roy Wood's set, speaking at the commencement. Was that? That's not the commencement. Shoot, correspondence dinner. And then I saw people in the Capitol, the Congress going at it. Let's just say that about what the right is doing and what the left is doing. And then I saw how they want to raise the debt ceiling, because I think that conversation was about raising the debt ceiling. But then the debt ceiling, I saw some things about the debt ceiling afterwards. And I'm listening to these people and I'm looking at these people and their responses, and it's nothing new to me. But I'm like, this is why our country is the way it is at this particular point, because for the longest you've had idiots, in top positions in the government. So when you have a country where the people, the policymakers, the lawmakers, or whatever, your politicians are some of the laziest people. They got some of the laziest work schedules. They're not really doing as much work. They're working 3 days a week, and they're talking about running the country for Americans. And these bums are lazy. They're old and they're lazy, and they're accustomed to being old and lazy and getting paid to be old and lazy, right? So I'm like, where can you get anything done? You have your regular citizens of the United States of America who have a 5-day work week, and you have a 3-day work week. You're out of touch. You forget what people are going through, because hey, it's supposed to be a land of movers and shakers. We're supposed to do this and do that and do this and do that. So people are looking at it like those extra 2 days that you're not really working, that you should be networking and working while you're not working. We can tell that you're not doing anything, because the country, it shows in the country, in the neighborhoods, right? Then when I was looking at the Congress, and they're talking about you don't use certain things as a political ploy, like the debt ceiling, right? And I'm looking at these people and they're talking, and you got Republicans talking, you got Democrats talking, and everybody's just posturing for their party. That's all, like little mean girls in high school. I think that you shouldn't do this because, you did this in the past and I'm going to get you back. So all of these people have these little personal vendettas that really don't mean a hill of beans when it comes to the citizens of this country. And they're sitting here like this is, the movie, not the movie, but the show Suits, or Billions. Like, you see these people like Ozark. Look, Wendy, I'm sick of this, Wendy. And it's like, yo, don't y'all have a bill to pass? Don't you have something to do for your constituents, instead of what you're telling me is you got in DC, and now you got some personal gripe with somebody, in another party, or sometimes even in your own party, and instead of actually doing what's best for the country, you want to get a personal win at the expense of the country. So it's like, man, this is why this is not working. And then you got all of these quote unquote business people, and all of these, smart individuals, and all of these people with great educations and great educational backgrounds, and who have these long, extensive resume. And all they know how to do is kick the can. That's it. So you mean to tell me y'all did all this for the number one priority for you to do as a politician in the United States of America is kick the can and pass it to somebody else? It's incompetent. What are we going to do about the debt? Kick the can. What are we going to do about, what is that? Not just crime, kick the can. What are we going to do about education? Kick the can. What are we going to do about student loans? Kick the can. What are we going to do about housing, kick the can. What are we going to do about inflation? Kick the can. What are we going to do about interest and interest rates? Kick the can. What are we going to do about, how can I say this? Helping and enabling small businesses to grow. Kick the can. You got a government that gives out a million grants. Without the common sense or without the common decency, of getting any return on these investments. It's ridiculous. So now we're in this state where, I'm out here, we're all out here, and the government is giving away money to all kinds of things, and nothing's coming from it. And then you got a government where y'all, and this is why I think y'all are stupid. Every year, the government figures out a way. The Capitol, Congress, President, they figure out a way to give money to other countries. And you can't fix parts of this country. This means y'all are freaking idiots. We're gonna give money to France. We're gonna give money to Ukraine. Hey, we're gonna give money to Israel. We're gonna give money to Africa. We're gonna give money to Asia. We're gonna give money to Central and South America. Say, the United States needs this. No, not on my watch. It's like, y'all are freaking idiots. We're gonna invest. We're gonna invest. We're gonna be good Americans and help the world. When are you gonna help the country? Well, it's the Democrats. Oh, it's the Republicans. It's the right. It's the left. It's stupid. And all of these people are old people. Not all. The vast majority of these people are old people who are supposed to be wise, and who have seen and done and been through a lot of things and should know how things are going to end if they start a certain way. And you telling me you got people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s who don't know their elbow from their a-hole. It doesn't make no sense. But I digress. I'm going to leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Tell me what you think, too.